Welcome to Take 5, your 5-minute inspirational message from Solid Rock Drogheda. I'm Nick Park, and together with my wife Janice, I was recently taking our dogs for a walk in Dundalk, County Louth. And we were at a place called Navibank. If you've ever been to Navibank, there's a path runs alongside an estuary. And you can see the mountains, when the tide's in, it's lovely. It's nice enough when the tide is out as well. It's really very scenic indeed. Big long path, so you can see if people are coming or not. And when there's nobody in sight, you can let the dogs off the lead and they can run along and do what they want. And then you put them back on the lead when somebody's approaching so they don't start jumping up on people and pawing them or whatever else and being a nuisance. So it's a good spot for us to walk our dogs. Well, the other day we were walking our dogs along there and we could see some people coming in the distance, and we thought, okay, there's a water treatment plant there. There's a bit of a pong off it sometimes. You have to try and ignore that. But there was like a little, very almost totally obscured track through some long grass where people had gone through or animals had gone through it. So we decided to turn off along the long grass and let the dogs run about in the long grass. So that's what we did, and we walked probably half a mile through long grass around the back of this water treatment plant. And as we were walking round, we suddenly came upon these bushes that had these beautiful pink and purple flowers on them, and they were absolutely stunning and spectacular. And I said to Janice, I said, you know what, if we hadn't just by chance gone up this little off the beaten track, we wouldn't have seen this amazing display of flowers. And most people who come along here never see them. I thought, isn't it amazing that God has created something of such beauty, and yet most people miss it. And it's like it's just been put there for us when we walk up here. And that might seem a bit fanciful to you, the idea that God would create something just for us as we walk up there. But I do believe that God in his creation did not just create enough beauty and no more to get by, but God created extravagant beauty all over his universe. It's like we're receiving images now from space through the Hubble Space Telescope. And we're seeing these incredible views of worlds and galaxies that we never knew existed. And they're so beautiful. And somebody said to me, well, how can you believe in a God that would create something as beautiful as that, and yet it's off there where nobody ever sees it? And I said, well, people are seeing it now. We're seeing it now. They said, yeah, but nobody's seen it for like all of human history up until now. Why would God create such beauty that the majority of the people in the human race could never see? And the fact is that God is an extravagant God. And something doesn't need to be seen by 1 billion people to make it beautiful. Sometimes something can be seen by just one person and it can be incredibly beautiful. Now think about it. When you love somebody and you buy them a special present, what are you buying that present for? Are you buying it for the person you love so they can see it and enjoy it and hold it and it brings meaning to their life? Or are you buying a beautiful present so you can put a picture of it up on Instagram and get as many likes as possible from total strangers? Well, I hope you buy the present because you want to bless the person you love. And sometimes God just wants to bless us with beauty that he has created. And that might mean there are things that you are only discovered and revealed to the human race whenever many, many generations have gone before us. It might mean that sometimes outstanding beauty is hidden away in unexpected places where very few people see it. You see, I believe that God loves each one of us with an amazingly intense and an everlasting love. And something that myself and other gospel preachers have often said, that even if only one person had ever sinned, we believe that God would still have sent Jesus to go to the cross, to die for them, in order to offer them the pathway of salvation, that they could come and be reconciled with God once more. We delight to see lots of people getting saved, but it's not primarily a numbers game. Instead, it's God fulfilling his purposes for those he loves, and God loves each one of us individually. He sent Jesus to die for each one of us, and he has created amazing beauty in this world to be appreciated by each one of us, because that's just the great kind of God that we serve. God bless you today. Join us again tomorrow for another Take 5, your 5-minute inspirational message from Solid Rock Drogheda.